Alebrijes are animals that escape the nightmares of an artist and appear as a variety of different species, both real and fantastic. The artist was Pedro Linares. As the story goes, Linares became very ill and lost consciousness. In this state, he dreamed of a bizarre, fanciful, yet a peaceful place resembling a forest. He began seeing land features transforming into animals that had bizarre features and unnaturally bright colors and patterns. Linares recovered from his illness with the vision of these ethereal creatures in his head, so he began to create them out of copalwood and papier-mâché. I researched several animals and the traits that make them unique. Even the traits of insects. I chose to use the features of the Tarsian, a nocturnal animal. One of the Tarsian's natural predators is the owl. So I chose to combine both predator and prey into one creature. I found images of an owl in several different positions. I began inventing the new creature, choosing different features to put together into one. I chose an active pose as well, other than a static pose. I thought it would be more visually interesting. I began sculpting the main body using aluminum foil. I left out the appendages as I will add these later, but I wanted to include the head and the tops of the legs. I used Sculptamold to create a hard shell on the outside of the general form. Sculptamold is a lightweight, non-toxic, cellulose-based compound that has the best features of plaster, papier-mâché, and clay. It is really lightweight when it dries, and it sets up hard in about 30 minutes. It can be used for sculpting smaller features like ears and eyes, as well as appendages like wings. The first layer didn't stick well to the aluminum, but once this layer dried, the second layer went on well. When mixing Sculptamold, it's important to only mix a small amount at a time. It has plaster in it, and it can't be saved once the plaster hardens in about 20 to 30 minutes. When the Sculptamold began to firm up, but still soft, I smoothed it out with my thumb, and that saved me a lot of time sanding. For the arms and legs, I chose to use sculpting wire that is really pliable, so I could easily capture the pose. Using a drill bit, I hand drilled the holes that the legs will fit into. I intentionally made the legs longer so they have room to fit into the body for support. I covered the wire with masking tape so the aluminum foil I added later would grab onto the wire and not slip. After adding the legs, I sculpted on aluminum around the taped wire. Then, I applied the Sculptamold over the top. I created the arms the same way. I then began applying joint compound to the surface to create a smooth texture on the surface of the Alebrije. I added more Sculptamold to the head to begin sculpting the head features, like the ears and the eyes. I added another layer of joint compound and smoothed it out with my finger. Once the joint compound was dry, I was able to sand it. carved finer details into the surface with the joint compound and Sculptamold. A couple appendages cracked, and I easily fixed this with white glue. White glue is water-based, so it soaks into the materials and seals them well. I then added the hands and feet on top using Sculptamold. For the tail, I used much harder wire since it will remain very small. I found that suspended sealing wire worked great for this. Again, I used the same technique as attaching the other appendages by drilling a hole and making the tail a little bit longer so it would fit into the hole. I added more Sculptamold to the tail joint so it transitioned from the body more naturally. For the finer and smaller details, I thought about things I could find that would work for this, so I chose to use thorns for the beak and for the claws. I attached them using white glue. The wings were a bit challenging, so I redrew them to size them better and understand what steps I would take in building them. I spray painted two sides of a sheet of paper to use for the individual feathers. After I cut the main bend of the wing, I used it as a template for each wing to keep them symmetrical. I then cut out a primary feather and used it as a template for more feathers. I did the same for the three sizes of feathers for the primary, secondary, and covert parts of the wing. Hot glue worked best attaching the feathers. used the more sturdy suspended ceiling wire to add strength to the leading edge of the wing. I first bent the wire, and then I tagged it on with hot glue. I then added Sculpting to the surface to cover the wire and give the wing more strength. And I coated it once again with joint compound to smooth it. I painted the entire Alebrije with one color and layered on a lighter color to break up the surface patterns. After researching and practicing several Zentangle designs, I chose two that I liked, and that would go well on the Alebrije. I attached the wings the same way as the other appendages, but added hot glue to secure them in place.